This is the brutal world of Lord Conquest. Blue Star Transmigrators awaken their troop types. Survival is desperate, and resources are scarce everywhere. Once the 7-day protection period ends, the races start slaughtering each other. The world abides by rank suppression. Troop type limit. Only SS-level talents can devour and evolve here, allowing weak creatures to transform into disasters capable of devouring gods. I traversed into the Lord Realm, a contest of all races for supremacy. Whether I can turn my life around or not depends on this hand. What is this thing? Troop Ant Tribe's final growth level, Spirit rank. Are you kidding me? Others have dragons, behemoths, death beasts. Even the worst mage is still a militiaman. This ant can't even fill the gap between a wild monster's teeth, killing monsters to level up. This is basically a free lunch for others. Troop awakening complete. Bound. Unique and cannot be changed. Cannot be changed. That's basically a death sentence. So this is my troop. I might as well jump off and restart. Lord Murphy. Please proceed to your territory immediately. Beginner protection countdown starts now. Spirit rank troops cannot level up. In this man-eating world, how am I supposed to survive? Please name your territory. Name it to mark the territory tenure. That ended before it even began? Since they gave me a bunch of trash, I'll just call it trash troops. I'm dead in 7 days anyway. Territory named successfully. Trash troops. Next, draw your lord talent. Come on, give me an F-rank talent. Let me die faster. This talent seems suspicious. IS is this level. The server's only unlimited Devour Evolve talent. Everything can be devoured. Breakthrough species limits. That means, even though my ants are spirit rank, they can get infinitely stronger through devouring. So what if they're spirit rank? As long as they can devour, they have the greatest potential. The heavens gave me a slap and then a sweet treat. But this treat is sweet enough.
And
I knew it would come. So the newbie protection period isn't so calm after all. Whether it's a dragon or a pig. Let's release it and see. Trash troops. That's a pretty good name. In this appearance first world, who would think this lump of dirt is my hope for a comeback? 1,000 per minute. Over 1.4 million a day. Even if it's 1.4 million flies. They could drive someone crazy. Not to mention ants. This spawn rate is crazier than an assembly line. Definitely a creature of the spirit realm. Not too bright upstairs. If I sent these to fight, I'd lose half without the enemy lifting a finger. They'd wander off by themselves. Only have numbers, but no discipline. Might as well be a pile of sand. 7-day protection period. Starving to death in my own territory would be a joke. Why aren't they moving? What are they trying to do? Rebel? Are they devouring my aura? Even my aura can be devoured. That's the power of an SSSS level talent. System alert. Troops mental link with Lord established. Intensifying. System alert. Troop loyalty exceeds the limit. Promoted to absolute loyalty. Absolute loyalty. If loyalty is solved, what about intelligence? Can they understand complex commands? Right now, they understand simple movement commands. But that's not enough. In this world, just being obedient doesn't guarantee survival. What I need is precise execution. Listen up. Turn left in place 3 times. Move! Don't tell me you're brain dead. It worked. Seems like the newbie test will end early. Since you can understand me, this will be easy. Whether it's a wolf or tiger, if they came, they'll all become fodder. Bluffing. Looks like those are creatures outside the protection zone, facing this level of oppression. They didn't flee. It's not just courage. It's discipline ingrained into their genes. Everyone, listen up. Line up along the edge. 1 centimeter spacing. This level of execution is pure art. First squad, left flank spread out. Second squad, stack up. Third squad, form the symbol for death. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Give me a group of dragons. I might not be able to command them, but these ants are mine. My hands, my eyes. King, let's fight. King, tear the enemy apart. King, we offer you our flesh and blood. Are these troops volunteering for battle? Good, that's the spirit. But now is not the time. They want to fight, but have no attributes. They just die charging out. What we need is a dimensionality reduction attack. In this world, intel and resources are the most important early game weapons. Spread out, form a circle centered on the territory. Cover 50 meters outward. No fighting, just information and resources. As long as we avoid direct confrontation, with this micromanagement, I can clear out this entire forest. The world chat exploded. What happened? I awakened. A rank talent troop is a wyvern. Sky overlord, get it? Don't get cocky, guy upstairs. Mine's a Cerberus. Help! Why is mine a slime? What can this thing do except look cute? Shocking, that Lin Feng guy actually awakened. An S-rank talent and a Saint rank troop. Berserk Elephant Lin Feng. Big shot, can I be your follower? S-rank talent plus Saint rank troop. That's way up. Doesn't the official team care? S-rank is already the ceiling. Then what does that make my S rank? Looks like someone has bad luck. Ran into a brick wall as soon as they left. The game has started. In this devouring world, even a high-level troop without brains will die faster. Help! Is Zhao Si really dead outside? Is the system just trying to scare us? I'm a goblin troop. I don't want to die. Is any boss willing to take me in? I'll even be a slave if I have to. Fear. Is this world's first filter for the weak? So noisy. Well, it's just one loser dead. Why freak out? That's a berserk elephant. An adult Saint-level land tank. Take a good look. That's what a real troop is. That guy who got bitten to death by a level 1 Windwolf. Totally embarrassed us transmigrators. Man rank is the truth. If you have a low-level troop, useless ones should hide in a hole early. Don't come out to get killed. In this world, weakness is original sin. Lin Feng, you're awesome. My troop type is a flower fairy. I can be your support. A genuine berserk elephant. S-level enhancement talent. He definitely has the right to be arrogant. Too bad he showed his hand too early. He'll just become everyone's target. The nail that sticks out gets hammered down. That logic works in other worlds too. Let them fight over that pointless reputation. My battlefield is underground, where they can't see. My personal combat power is basically 0. Carrying capacity is only 0.01 units. Normally, that's a hopeless start. But what if you multiply that by 10,000 or 100,000? Or even 1,000,000? All worker ants follow orders, execute the Sky Eye plan. First Division, break into small units. Use the territory as the center point. Set up a living sentry every 5 meters. At the slightest disturbance, no fighting needed. No need to think. Immediately relay the coordinates through the mental network. Then burrow underground and play dead. even if a single fly enters my territory. I want to know its position instantly. Second division. This is your battlefield. I want resources. Even a twig or a pebble. Bring it back to me. That's the terrifying side of the ant race. As long as the numbers are high enough, even elephants could be cleared out by us. It's not enough. This speed still isn't enough. If I want to survive 7 days from now, I need a real army. What's going on? The mental link log just spiked. That number. Could it be a hidden achievement? HP instantly restored to full. Stamina bar is back up too. This stuff is like a miracle drug for lower level beings. Too bad it only restores status. No evolution triggered. Looks like just drinking water isn't enough to alter the species' genes. If quality can't improve for now, then let's stack quantity to the extreme. In a world with no laws, numbers alone are a form of power. All newly born units drink spring water first, then gather in the open area. I want this whole area to turn black in 2 hours. We can keep farming wood and stone, but there won't be a second chance after the soaking event in 7 days. Lin Feng has legendary rank, so his war elephants can dominate early on. But an elephant stepping on one ant is easy. But stepping on 100,000? That's about enough. The critical mass for a qualitative change is coming. Spectacular. This is my legion. Feeding's over.
Now,
Remember your master. Absolute loyalty. I only wanted to strengthen my control. Why did it instantly max out their loyalty? Is the system bugging out? This is making way too much noise. Anomaly detected. Data verification complete. Logic self-terminated. Congratulations, wait, what did I do? Congrats to Lord Murphy for unlocking the first hidden achievement on the server. Heart of Dominion. Detected that within 2 hours. You raised the loyalty of 100,000 units to absolute loyalty. A world record. Guess dumb luck pays off sometimes. It's a privilege for the weak. If you were raising dragons, even after 10,000 years, you'd never have 100,000 of them. Due to the uniqueness of this achievement and its impossibility to replicate, world reward rules will be activated ahead of schedule. Processing now. Servers only SS level talent reward. Servers only notification broadcast wait. This is going to be announced server-wide. The nail that sticks out gets hammered down. But only the real benefits matter. You want to expose me? Not that easy. Building psychic link. Node count, 100,000. Connection successful. This isn't just simple command control. This is sharing. I used to be the commander and they were the soldiers. Now I'm the brain. You guys are the limbs. Before, I could only yell at them to spread out. Now I just think it and they move. Let's see what's really hiding in this so-called fog. Full vision unlocked. Terrain, resources, and monster distribution within 5 kilometers are all visible. Other lords are still groping in the mist, while I've unlocked the whole map. So this is what an SS level talent really gets you. Congrats to the trash tier unit territory. Lord unlocked the server's top team achievement. Time, 2 hours. Unit count, 100,000. Reward, server's only SS level talent. King of Minds. Okay, that name definitely draws aggro. But since I can't change it, let it become everyone's nightmare. Holy crap, am I seeing this right? 100,000 units? My whole family combined only produced, like 5 goblins. Where'd he get 100,000? This can't be real. Even the lowest grade tier 1 units need at least a few seconds each to produce. 2 hours? That has to be a bug. Am I the only one hung up on the SS level talent? Only one in the whole server. That's it? Hey, balance. When has this world ever had that? Everyone, calm down. Look at the name trash tier unit territory. That means his units are the bottom of the barrel. Probably ants as cannon fodder. Or mosquitoes. Stuff you can crush with one stomp. Makes sense. What's the point of having huge numbers? Quality matters. Ants really are weak. One stomp takes out a bunch. But what if those ants share a unified mind and can keep evolving infinitely? Go ahead and laugh all you want. By the time you realize what's happening, this world's resources will already belong to Mo. All worker ants. Target the deadwood forest. Avoid the red zone. Gather resources at full speed. Right now, I'm the trash you all talk about. 7 days from now, I'll be the disaster hanging over your heads. Since the S-level talent showed up, the world's progress just sped up. The newbie protection period isn't even over yet, but the soaking event's difficulty will scale with the strongest force on the server. Difficulty will be dynamically adjusted. Everyone realized one thing. That mysterious guy with the SS level talent just made survival harder for everyone in the world by himself. Dynamic adjustment. Looks like the real game is only just starting. It took my goblin 10 minutes to crank out just 1 out of 100,000. How the hell did he get 100,000 in 2 hours? He's definitely cheating. Doesn't this game have a report button? I'm pissed. System admin, come out and explain this. Is there some insider account thing going on? Even a sow couldn't give birth this fast. This bug is microscopic. Is it possible that the big boss spent a ton of money? Don't be naive upstairs. Where's the recharge portal in this world anyway? These numbers far exceed logical boundaries. Use your brain. The rules in Lord World are totally fair. The higher the tier, the longer the breeding time. My rampaging war elephant is a holy tier unit. It takes a full 40 minutes to birth one. That's the price of greatness. 100,000 units in 2 hours. That breaks down to 0.07 seconds per unit. Production at that speed. Except for super weak bugs or vermin. Or maybe some expendable cannon fodder. I can't think of anything else. Damn, turns out he's just a trash collector. Scared me to death. 0.07 seconds per unit. Isn't that basically an out-of-control pest infestation? That's public opinion for you. Just give it a little nudge. And even the Tower of God can become a sacrificial altar. An S-tier talent wasted on that rubbish. What a waste of potential. Just wait until the newbie phase ends. I'll show you what elite domination really looks like. Lin Feng, you really play the perfect sidekick. I was trying to figure out how to explain these wild numbers. And you wrapped things up so perfectly for me. 0.07 seconds per unit. That's regular production. Now, my production speed has already doubled. Lin Feng, your rampaging elephants sure are strong. But what you don't know is, in this brutal world, the one who survives isn't the loudest. When you enter my territory all proud, you'll see there's no cannon fodder here. Only calamity, hope in 7 days. When my ant swarm gnaws your bones, you can still stay so elegant. Alright, since we're all here, and the world looks down on us, let's devour everything we see. Evolution, keep evolving, until we consume the gods. This sense of power, even with just 3, is enough to crush any so-called 100-person army. Still talking about that data farming loser? What a bunch of frogs in a well. That fool only contributes some runes. Otherwise totally worthless. True power is about establishing order in this world. Go, let this wild world witness the pressure of holy tier units. Great, even if that trash army has 100,000. So what if there's quantity? In the face of absolute power, numbers are just weeds waiting to be harvested. My goal is the next IS steer reward. Just wait. Or that guy always hiding. Once I hit tier 3, I'll crush you all under my feet. Lin Feng is on the move. 3 war elephants. They really are ground tanks at this stage. Too bad your vision is so limited. Still not used to this god perspective. Spread out and advance in a fan formation. Don't leave behind any edible resource. Experience points are just 0.1. Although it's tiny, I've got 100,000 mouths to feed. That's demon, or ironclad ants can digest, or it's an evolution sign. The true core of an SSS deer talent. Devouring evolution finally begins.
Eat.
Swallow all the world's rules to your stomach. No need to guess anymore. That #1 server-wide must have awakened. An S-tier talent. Absolute loyalty. No wonder those trash units are only loyal. And nothing else. Wasted my envy for nothing. Turns out it's a support talent. Sure to die in late game. Absolute loyalty. Well, they've got quite an imagination. But for this round's lords, S-tier talents might be the ceiling. Swallowing or gives energy. So what if I swallow this pure life spring? In this world, weakness is the original sin. If I can't win with quality, I'll win with quantity. Fill all gaps with evolution. Transform all units' targets. Drink the life spring dry. That's pretty fast. Whoa, what's this? So that's it. This is the true essence of S-tier talent. Everything can be devoured. And I'm the ultimate energy convergence point. Evolve to Undying Ants Tier 1. As long as I've got enough resources, I can produce unlimited numbers of these terrifying creatures. Warning, life spring is about to run dry. Damn, overdrawing too much. If I don't burn off this extra energy, I might become the first one to get killed by my own talent. Lord detected severe energy congestion. If you don't advance now, the host's body risks collapsing. Countdown, 10 seconds. Upgrade me. This is the power of a whole realm. Not only has my physical strength more than quintupled, even my senses have changed dramatically. The me now, even barehanded, could crush 5 of my old selves easily. Energy points are still rising. I see how it is. By this world's rules, lords and units share energy. Ordinary lords have to risk their lives fighting monsters to level up. But I just need to eat. Enough resources, and I snowball endlessly. Newbie protection period, all races warring. In front of my SSSS dear talent. It's just 10 rounds at most. Mystery solved, guys. That top server player must have awakened. An S dear talent. Absolute loyalty. Absolute loyalty. Basically, maxing out unit loyalty. Nothing else on top of that. No other explanation for why he got all the rewards so fast. Turns out it's just a support talent. What good is high loyalty anyway? Worthless units. Still cannon fodder in battle. Whatever. Thought he was some big master. Turns out he lucked into achievements. Absolute loyalty. This group's imagination is stuck at S tier. If you all think I'm just trash units, watch what real calamity looks like. Evolution complete. Body size doubled. Ford evolved into a killing weapon. White shell hardens. Defense increased at least triple. With that toughness, even facing Tier 1 wild wolves, it could fight. Undying tribe. As long as the head stays, can bite the enemy to death. This is the army I want. 6 days left in newbie period. Since Life Spring evolved you to Tier 1, what if you absorb even stronger energy? All troops, listen up. Hunt down all living creatures on the perimeter of the target territory. I want within 10 miles. Not a single blade of grass left. The floating capacity has increased 100-fold. 1 ant is 0.1 units.
10 ants make up 1 unit.
I have an army of 100,000. 1 trip can empty out a small mine. How is this even an army? This is clearly 100,000 fully automated resource harvesters. Comes with self-healing ability. That means maximum endurance. No need to frequently return to the spring to recharge. Hi. As long as their heads aren't cut off, they can keep fighting forever. In this early stage where there's a lack of priests, this is an immeasurable strategic advantage. Resource collection efficiency is 100 times that of humans. Survival ability crushes all in the same class. Even if it's just stacking up numbers, I can overwhelm those so-called elite lords. Guys, case closed. Absolutely no mistake. That number 1 in the server must have awakened. An S-grade talent. Absolute loyalty. If I didn't have the same talent, you really would have pulled it off, kid. S grade is rare, but there are no secrets in front of me, Lu Xiaoping. A bunch of fools. Still talking about these meaningless topics. So what if you have absolute loyalty? In the face of absolute power, both numbers and loyalty are just jokes. That guy called Murphy. You think having a handbrake makes you strong? Fake prosperity traded for potential overdraft. Whatever. This first place built by luck and support talents will be dead the moment newbie protection ends. Game over. Murphy, enjoy your last 7 days. Once the barrier disappears, my rampaging war elephants will show you what taking over means. Suppression means suppression. In this world, only the weak bark madly in the channel, trying to establish their status with words. Lin Feng, right? Hope your elephant meat is enough for my ant army to have a feast. All troops accelerate. Wherever we pass, I want resources to overflow the warehouse. The visual impact of this scale, no matter how many times I see it, always gets the blood pumping. Orders received. Each squad has 10,000. Divide into 10-column squads and advance in a fan shape toward the mist forest. So-called trash units are defined by the weak. But in my hands, there are calamities sweeping everything away. Transmission delays almost zero. Is this the terror of an SS grade talent? It's basically full map hacks. This splitting efficiency and carrying capacity are even more outrageous than modern logging machines. At this speed, the resources needed to upgrade an advanced village won't even take a day. An hour will do. Something's off. It's way too quiet. If this is a resource-rich tropical rainforest, how could there be no wild monsters?
Unless.
This area is already someone's hunting ground. Third column squad, everyone defensive stance and look up. Turns out it's an old acquaintance. Looks like someone wants in on this buffet. Looking for a drink.
Tiger.
Third tier demon phase spider. Chin sniper neurotoxin. If we fight in this quantity, we'll suffer heavy losses. Everyone remain silent. Simulate withered wood conditions. Conceal your presence. High tier troop, Gale Giant Eagle. Looks like an unlucky passerby. Block the shot for me. This is tier suppression. Against absolute environmental advantage in numbers. Even a lone high-tier troop is just food. Right now, there's no need for me to reveal my trump cards for a few spiders. Remember the location. Come back later to harvest. Finally arrived. The first big cleansing that decides life and death. The 3 major rankings of Lord Territory troops. Rewards, steer talents and legendary equipment. Troop mutation. If I can stack my Devour evolution, the Undying Ant's potential could be limitless. Some people's troops got wiped out. Some make bold claims. This is the real battle of 10,000 races. Cruel yet fascinating. Even though I have the unique SS Steer talent, My basic foundation is still too weak. 10th place. 5th place, Holy Light Territory Poison Arrow Archer. It seems ranged troops have a huge advantage early on.
Impossible.
I haven't even killed a single wild monster yet. I see. Lord ranking doesn't just depend on monster kills. Evolution feedback from troops is the major factor. Evolution feedback from 100,000 undying ants directly pushed me up to level 1. Is this considered cheating? Well then. If you all think these are trash troops, let this trash keep riding on top of you then. Come on. Let me see. How much gold is in this world's no one position? Damn, is the system bugging out? What even is the first place? Trash troop. Whose weird ID is this anyway? Wait, look at the rank. He's level 1. All of us are still level. I'll reached level 1 in just 3 hours. My dragon troop's XP bar only increased by 10%. Definitely cheating. I want to report myself. Why is Tai Tang's troop ranked 51st? A bunch of ignorant idiots in the chat. Is this even worth freaking out? Such a slow monster killing rate. Why can't I catch up to that loser? Trash troop. Whether it's a slime or a goblin, how can they be above my holy class war elephant? Courting death. Entire army, listen up. Forget resting. Push deeper into the wasteland. Since you want attention, I'll make you the laughingstock of the server. Think it through. There's only one way to reach level 1 early on. Overdrawing potential. Deer troops are numerous, fast leveling but extremely low cap. This idiot is wasting all resources on trash troops just for the top spot, dumping everything into trash troops. I knew it. Trash will always be trash. No way he'll turn the tables.
This guy.
Turns out he's a fool risking his life to show off. Forget it. This overdraw approach won't survive past day 3. In a world that values bloodline, even breathing is a mistake for the weak. Overdrawing potential. Ruined. Analysis is spot on. But sadly, you have no clue how terrifying quantity is. Oh. Recon team made another discovery. Lin Feng is busy trash talking, while my army is ready for the main course. 3rd tier Lord Monster. This is a nightmare level entity nobody dares touch right now. Lin Feng opens his eyes wide and watches, while you're still smug about a few level 1 wild monsters. My ant colony has started hunting gods on the offensive. As expected, those who survive in this world, none are easy targets. Undead Elder Dragon starts at tier 4. It might even have dragon might and magic immunity. Level 0 versus level 4. This is an absolute species level crushing. If I fight head-on, even tens of thousands of ants might not be enough. That elder dragon's breath alone could wipe them out. So what if it's an undead elder dragon? When my ant colony evolves to that level, even dragon bones will be crushed and swallowed. Has the encirclement taken shape? Good, it's time this forest experienced what true despair means. Wait, that's a two-headed demon lizard. Third tier top monster. We're doomed, run. These bugs are organized. First squad, marching ants block the limbs. Second squad, acid ants ready to break the gorge. Burn it. Kill it. My numbers are infinite. But your stamina is limited. This is absolutely not a wild monster riot. It's some lord's troop. Trash troop. So this is the trash troop they were talking about. This is clearly the Grim Reaper. As expected, the rewards are rich. Finally crossed this threshold. In this world, only level 1 is an entry ticket. The rankings officially begin.
It's here.
The so-called 10,000 curse contest. Trash troop lord. The self-mocking name I casually made up. Now seems like the biggest irony. Thunderstorm bear, golden behemoth, poison arrow archer. All top-tier powerhouses. Sadly, you're all too slow. In this appearance-focused world, I'm the only one who'd trade 10,000 lives for EXP. This is the survival method for trash. This is how trash survives? Damn, did I see that right? First place is level 1. How did you reach level 1? Doubt me, mock me. By the time you realize, I've already consumed all the resources. 7-day newbie protection. Rewards announced. Lord rank rewards. Steer Lord. Talent troop mutation. Lord rank rewards. Random legendary equipment set. S-tier talent must be my legendary set. With it, killing monsters beyond my tier is no longer a dream. That trash territory must die. This is exactly what the ant tribe needs most right now in S-tier talent. For him, it's not just icing on the cake. It's the key to breaking the gene lock. With this, my ant colony won't just have terrifying numbers. Their quality will undergo a dramatic upgrade. Now that I'm in first place, I have no intention of stepping down, and neither does you. Main attack, Thunderstorm attribute, kills decisively, tough opponent.
Hidden.
A tree that stands out in the forest is always battered by the wind. Unless I have absolute overwhelming strength. Let the trash troop territory. Keep this name and attract the fire. This is fear. An ant colony that can devour even a 3-realm demon lizard is actually afraid. Looks like the challenge for no one in this world comes faster than expected. This is absurd. Isn't the official team going to do something? Reached level 1 in just 3 hours. This has to be a bug. There's only one possibility. System error. A bunch of useless fools barking here. You have time to type in chat. Why not go see how cruel the outside world is? Damn it, these idiots think wild monsters are just training dummies. My frost dragon is still just a juvenile. It was almost torn apart by 2 tier 2 snow wolves just now. You really think killing monsters is slicing vegetables? If you can reach level 1 at this stage, no matter what method you use, you're risking your life for it. Is it really that hard to admit someone else is stronger? Trash unit territory. Interesting. Hope you don't die too soon. I'm still waiting to face you myself. Finally dead. The defense of the Tier 2 stone-armored rhino is just insane. But it still fell under my war elephant. This is true strength. Those low-tier lords probably can't even break this rhino's skin. After killing so many Tier 1 monsters, and spending a ton of effort killing 2 more Tier 1 south, I might not be at the very top of the leaderboard, but top 3 is pretty much guaranteed. No way, how could there not be? I worked my tail off killing Tier 1 South just to get 54 energy points. So how come he's already at Tier 1? I awakened a legendary class. My war elephant has an S-level growth talent, favored by the heavens. No way, I should lose to some trash class. Wait, the numbers. That guy's got 100,000 trash units. So that's it. Enough ants can bite an elephant to death. He's just throwing their lives at it. Hezir the fool. Beyond foolish. Someone who self-destructs their own foundation doesn't deserve to be my opponent. Everyone quiet down. As a legendary class unit owner, let me break down the truth about this guy at the top. Since you like the spotlight, I'll just make your fall even harder. No need for everyone to panic. And certainly no need to envy him. This number 1 spot is nothing but a dying flash before running out of potential. Wild monsters don't just stand there and take it. To reach level 1 at this phase, you have to kill tons of wild monsters. The only explanation is he's using swarm tactics, throwing all 100,000 trash units in as cannon fodder. That's such a short-sighted move. Low-tier units are inherently fragile. You lose one, that's one less. Once he loses all his troops, after the newbie phase, he'll just be a lamb waiting for slaughter. Then it's no big deal. Let him be proud for a couple days. This playstyle is way too cruel and stupid. Pretty much ensures he's useless in the late game. Public opinion is also a weapon. Now the whole world knows you're a fool chasing vanity, ignorant of the consequences. Real powerhouses know how to save their strength. Just wait. Within 3 days, I'll stomp this trash underfoot. Just another nobody doomed to be eliminated. Nothing to be afraid of. These guys are really something. They're being manipulated and don't even know it. Lin Feng's words may be harsh, but he's not wrong. If he's really risking lives all for vanity, why is he buying up all those basic resources? Great hand utterly wasted. Maybe, but either he's a complete madman, or a monster playing everyone here for a fool. That cold guy. No way, you don't need intel or women. Seriously, this just isn't fun. Move faster. The new player phase only lasts 7 days. If you don't want to die, dig out this whole vein for me. A bunch of restless ants. How could a sparrow ever know the ambition of a swan? What you all call a dead end is just my starting line. Psychic web at full power. Running this God's eye perspective is a heavy load, as expected. But the efficiency is unbeatable. Lin Feng, while you're still pleased, over killing a couple Tier 2 monsters, my legion has already raised the entire forest. This intensity of life response is no normal wild monster. All units silence. Tier 3 Lord class. That's equal to humans at Tier 4, maybe even Tier 5. So this is the gatekeeper deep in the forest. The stronger it is, the more perfect my evolution after devouring it. The best way to eliminate fear is to swallow it whole. Full army, attack. The hunt begins. King of Souls, activate. Southeast direction. 3 kilometers away. No monster presence detected. It's metalwood. Its hardness is 10 times that of ordinary wood. A top-tier material for building city defenses at this stage. Looks like I'm going to make another fortune. Since it's unclaimed. Then it all belongs to my incredible legion. Full army, advance.
Target. Logging.
Strange. Such a rich resource node. Yet there isn't even a single guardian beast. Just finished dealing with the trouble over there. And something happened here too. It's not a physical tear wound. It's strong acid corrosion. Even the healing light of the spring of life is being suppressed. This acid is highly adhesive. To be able to wound my undead like this. And almost crippled their self-healing ability. It seems it's no ordinary monster. Don't worry, transmit the images you see to me. It looks quite ordinary. Not even the shadow of a monster. Where did the injuries come from? Go and test the waters. This isn't mud at all. It's an entire pool of high concentration sulfuric acid. A slime variant. Only tier 1. A mere tier 1 monster. Treating my army like an all-you-can-eat buffet. Physical defense is useless. This is magic damage. Not good, it's about to use its ultimate move. Interesting. Not only can it corrode flesh, but it can even backlash through the mental link. Since physical defense is useless, then I'll show you what absolute overwhelming numbers look like. All troops assemble. Target, due south. Fill in that mud pit for me. The terrain is unfavorable for me. Fighting in the mud. Their mobility is too high. The acid spreads quickly too. I need to lure them onto dry grass to restrict their movement speed. like trapping a rat in a hole. An exchange ratio of 20:1 is very cost-effective. This is the law of survival for low-tier units. If the quality isn't enough, then make up for it with quantity. "2,000 undead ants. 300 casualties, all 5 mutated mud demons wiped out. But Infinite Devour didn't trigger. Is the probability still too low? It seems only 5 samples are far from enough. Since 5 isn't enough, then I'll kill 50. The 500 of you don't need to return. Keep pushing south. Implement a scorched earth policy. Advance 2 kilometers. Not a single monster. This doesn't fit the law of the jungle. My king, no enemy response ahead. It's safe here." Safety? In a world where the strong eat the weak, there are only 2 kinds of places that are absolutely safe. It's not that this place is safe, but rather that the original master of this place is too strong.
He ignored us.
In his eyes, you aren't even considered food. Hey, just dust by the roadside. There are no other monsters within a 5-kilometer radius, because they don't dare to step into a sovereign's territory. Everyone, listen to my orders. Stop the advance. This monster is at least tier 5. Or even higher. We are dancing under the nose of the Grim Reaper. Wait, since he looks down on us, then for us, this place is the safest highway on the entire map. 10 kilometers. The edge of that monster's territory is only 10 kilometers away from me. Once the protection period ends, if he expands northward, my territory will be the first to be preyed upon. Since I can't beat him, then I'll join him, 1st Battalion, carry the wood resources, and immediately turn back, pass through the edge of that giant beast's territory. Use its pressure to disperse other monsters. From now on, this forbidden zone will be my exclusive transport line. I've been spotted. No, he's testing this turtle shell. He knows I'm right here. He's waiting for this shield to disappear in 4 days. I only have 4 days. Either I move and flee, or I shatter his teeth before he opens his mouth. In 7 days. It's either you or me. As expected, using that giant beast's pressure to disperse stray monsters. This transport line is not only safe, but its efficiency is 10 times higher than before. Spike wood, a tier 2 material, is harder than ordinary wood. It's perfect for reinforcing the barracks.
Even if an ordinary lord sends out a team of peasants,
they would be wiped out by a single Volf. But me? I have hundreds of thousands of free laborers, and they're not afraid to die, nor do they want wages. Ding! Resources stored. Reserves, 1,250 units. Resources are overflowing. I need to check the current market price for this stuff. Trash game. I sent 5 laborers to chop wood, and 3 of them were bitten to death by a rabbit. Can someone tell me why a rabbit can breathe fire? The guy upstairs should be grateful. My infantry were drinking by the river. And 2 of them were dragged down by a crocodile. Didn't even get the bodies back. These resources are impossible to gather. The wailing of the weak. Trading wood for meat. Units that can offer meat for trade at this stage are definitely not weak. Stop talking. I've traded for 2 units of meat. Fixed price. If you want to trade, list it on the exchange immediately. Assigning me 20 units. A big shot with an S-rank talent. All for 20 units of wood. Actually has to personally post in the World channel. I'm buying 2 as much as you have. My price is 10% higher than the guy above. I have bone meal. It can accelerate crop growth. Trading for wood and stone. Private message me if you have any. Something's not right. This isn't just a matter of resource shortage. High-tier units are strong in combat power. They can hunt monsters for meat. But their numbers are small, and they're all busy leveling up. They have no time to chop trees at all. I see. They're not desperate for wood to build houses. They want to upgrade their territory. The territory level determines the number of barracks. The number of barracks determines the speed of troop production. Whoever upgrades first can survive the beast tide in 7 days. Damn it, forget about the screenshot. If it's a battle, right now I might not be a match for that gorilla. But if it's a resource war, what you're lacking isn't wood. It's your lives. And I hold all of your lives in my hands. Since you're hungry, then I'll be a good guy and feed you. However, the price will be up to me. The rules of this game have changed from this moment on. This wolf meat tastes like chewing wood scraps. It still has to be tier 2. Only monster meat has some chew. Been busy all day. Aren't you all hungry? Want me to trade for some meat for you to try? Respected master, the spring of life is full of energy. We don't need flesh. We're full just by drinking water. In this world where people fight to the death for a single bite of food, your setting is practically a cheat. Since you're all fed and watered, let's get to work. Target, Spikewood Forest. I want you to strip that place bare. Before, I had to worry about troop losses. But now, even tier 3 monsters are hiding. It seems I underestimated the deterrence of numbers. Though weak individually, but when 400,000 mouths come together, even a god would be wary. This isn't gathering. This is straight up plundering. And my army only needs 2 hours. It's getting dark. The forest at night is a forbidden zone. Though the ant colony isn't afraid to die. It would be a huge loss if the resources were lost. Full army, retreat. Bring all the wood back home.
And
40,000. Ordinary lords work themselves to death, just to save a few hundred units a day. But for me, this one trip is 40,000. I'll keep it for now. After all, I'm a good person. It's just that, starting tomorrow, the rules of this continent will be written by me. Tar 1 wild boar meat can fill your stomach, but the texture is still too tough. It's like chewing on rubber. For the weak, the night is the Grim Reaper's scythe. But for the strong, it's just a game of reshuffling the deck. Let me see. On this sleepless night, what everyone's chatting about. Most people are trying to survive. A few are showing off. But everyone shares one problem: lack of resources. 1 unit of meat for 2 units of wood. This opportunistic exchange rate can only be seen at times like this.
Anyone?
Is anyone willing to sell me some wood? Just 500 units. No, 300 units is enough. I can pay 16 first. Dwarf-like. It's innate. Miners and blacksmiths lacking wood early on is normal. But later, they become non-stop mining machines. Hey, pro, do you have wood? I need 300. No, 500 units. I can offer you 1,000 units of stone. Or I have refined iron ore. I don't lack that tiny bit. List all your food and refined iron. All everything. But I've got 3,000 units of food piled up in my warehouse. And 100 units of refined iron. Can you even eat that much? 10,000, oh my God. Did you chop down the whole forest? This 10,000 is just a deposit. I want to sign a long-term contract with you. All the stone and minerals you dig up from now on. I'll take it all. As for wood, all-inclusive means market price. It's nighttime now. There's no wood. Your dwarves will freeze to death. Your fence won't block out the maddened beasts. Do you think you still have time to bargain? All right, I will. I'll do it all. As long as I make it through tonight, I'll follow your lead. As long as you stick with me. This kind of lousy resource. I have as much as you need. Step 1 of monopolizing. Control the source. With food and refined iron in hand. My territory will have a massive upgrade tomorrow. Sorry, I'll claim that first place prize too. Just by the way, even though the texture's rough, with this howling and wailing soundtrack, it actually has a special flavor. Pleasure and despair exist together. That's the last bit of dignity for newbies. Let me see. On this night ruled by fear, how much is a human heart worth? Only at midnight, billions and billions. A lord selling stone is rarer than a giant panda. 1 to 3. Are you treating wood as worthless paper, or treating stone as gold bricks? 1 to 5. With this attitude, aren't you afraid you'll choke? Market panic is spreading. Everyone wants to take advantage. Even though I have plenty of wood, doesn't mean I'm willing to be a sucker. Little dwarf, that's a funny name. 1 to 2. In a group of robbers. An invitation from an honest person actually slipped in. Someone managed to get an invitation at this time. Jiang Yanling. Looks like you have no idea what you're holding. Wood is easy to gather. Refined iron is extremely hard to collect. By late game values, the rate should be at least 150. Maybe even A, H. Deal done. Since there are so few good people in this world, I'll be a good person and help clear your inventory. Hey, are you online? I've got tons of wood. I'll buy all your refined iron and stone. Monopolizing wood and stone isn't enough. If I can get exclusive rights to refined iron, mastering resources in this world means mastering discourse. This deal is just beginning. Uncle Beard, am I useless? You all dug refined iron all day, and I couldn't sell even a single piece. Everyone hasn't had enough dinner, and I spent all my wood repairing walls.
Lord?
We dwarves have thick skin and muscles. Missing a meal is nothing. Just so long as you don't cry, we'll have strength. No one wants refined iron now, but it'll be valuable later. But right now there's no wood in the territory. If we don't upgrade, in 2 days, beasts will come for us. Deal done. Sold. All sold out. Mo Fei has requested to add you as a friend. We're saved, Uncle Beard. We're saved. Accept it. Genuine cooperation. That's a huge gold pillar. Can't say the wrong thing. Greetings, Zhang Yunling the Elder. How do we cooperate? I've got strength and minerals. I don't need strength. What I'm after is your refined iron and food. Prices as you set them. I'll take as much as you have. Buying out refined iron as well.
Hey, boss.
I have to remind you, refined iron is useless early on. You only need it when upgrading advanced towns. If you don't have much wood, just swap for stone first. I'll hold on to refined iron for you. Won't sell it to anyone else. Don't waste your wood. In this world where people devour each other, there's actually a naive good soul like this. No need to save money for me. I've got so much wood I can't store it. Did you clear out the whole forest?
Lord.
Did you just rob a goblin caravan? Number. Feels like I've latched onto a prehistoric giant croc's leg. Uncle Beard, pass the order. Everyone eat up. Once you're full, dig like crazy for me. Whoever he is. As long as we stick with him, my dwarves can survive. Food settled. Refined iron monopoly.
Now.
The entire upgrade lifeline of the new district is in my hands.
Next.
It's the turn of those so-called top players to pay for my ambitions. Lin Feng, the guy who awakened the angel unit. His points are growing abnormally fast. That speed isn't something regular units can do. Looks like this newbie village is even deeper than I thought. Want to overtake? Let's see if you have what it takes. To step over my dead body? 2,700 units. Uncle Beard, no need to guard anymore. Not in this lifetime. This is just a deposit. From now on, I'll take all your stone. Don't worry, boss. Starting today, Little Dwarf's house serves only you. Boss, even if you have lots of resources, this rate is really unfair. Next time we can use 1.5x instead. No need. I don't lack a bit of wood. I'm after efficiency. Efficiency and loyalty. So this is the legendary tycoon? Wood overflow. Food supplies are ready. The conditions to upgrade to the ultimate village are finally met. I told you so. That trash troop territory is just a joke. This is what you call showing your true colors. The DJ troop's limit is right here in front of us. Turns out I was overtaken. Lin Feng, the guy who awakened the Saint Tier war elephant. Everyone, no need to be surprised. This is the inevitable effect of tier suppression. It's just luck. But some people who got first kill purely by luck. Now it's time to face reality. No matter how many resources you have, if the troops are too costly, it's all for nothing. Potential is determined from the moment of awakening. Trade meat for wood. The food ratio can be negotiated. After all, my war elephants only eat meat, not veggies. $896 points. Just 104 points away from second tier upgrade. Even though I barely hunted today, the power feedback from these hundreds of thousands of evolving ants was actually already enough. Potential is predetermined. Face reality. In this world, the only reality is winner takes all. Since you used me as your stepping stone, I'll show you what true despair really means. You're right. The gap was destined from the start. But you're the one at the bottom. Emptying resources for 10x development speed. That's a worthwhile deal. Don't rush, the space is bigger now. Your evolution space is just beginning to open. Sometimes the view from the top is a bit lonely, but the real hunt is only just beginning. Just a little more. But imperfections are what make it real. Everyone, there's really no need to mythologize Saint-Tier troops. In this brutal world, talent is just a ticket to enter. I made it to 6th place, not because of my war elephants, but because I micromanaged more diligently and stayed low-key than anyone. Being low-key, I just want to say, there's no such thing as a garbage troop. Only lazy lords. Except for those naturally useless lords and trash troops. Heavy territory upgraded first to ultimate village. Gained 1000 reputation. Random rare legendary village. I'm still fighting for just 10 pieces of wood. And he actually leveled up. Impossible. Upgrading to ultimate village needs 1000 units of each resource. No one can gather that right now. Out of stock. Where did all the stone go in the server? Not only did he upgrade, he also blocked everyone else's path. Damn, he stole all the spotlight. Can't buy resources. If public opinion slips again, I'll really become a joke. As long as the logic is closed, I can spin the truth however I want. Trying to step on me to climb up. It's not that easy. Everyone, calm down. Don't let a temporary system announcement cloud your judgment. Ultimate Village is rare, sure. But do you really understand the logic behind it? So everyone should know. Troops are absolutely tier suppressed. Like my rampaging war elephants, they're Saint-Tier troops. Their base attributes are totally overwhelming. Honestly, the reason I could be 6th place, for the most part, is because starting at Saint-Tier is such an advantage. Leveling high-tier troops is like a max-level account slaughtering newbies in the starter village. Efficiency is 10 or even 100 times that of low-tier troops. So for some of you who got low-tier troops thanks to luck, the short-term advantage is just quick forming in large numbers. It's like a 100-meter sprint. A quick start doesn't guarantee victory. Endurance is what matters. Lin Feng, the big shot. I suddenly found a blind spot. What blind spot could there be? My logic is flawless. According to your analysis, leveling high-tier troops is easy mode. Low-tier troops are hell mode. Right, obviously. Using the lowest level troops, in hell mode, you stomp the big shot on easy mode, that Saint-Tier guy, right into the ground. Damn, international genius. How did I not think of that earlier? Compared side by side like this. That guy who plays with ants is ridiculously strong. No, you're misunderstanding. What I mean is innate troops are just the foundation. Lord talent is the real core. I have steer talent, territory amplification. That's the real reason I'm strong. That 1st place guy, he must have talent buffs too. Lin Feng, did you not see the server-wide announcement? The leader is steer talent infinite devourer Lin Feng. Your analysis is basically suicide. I became his lead fan. Me, a noble Saint-Tier lord, ended up being a stepping stone for the ant player. I can't believe this, I can't. Is the gap really that big? The counterattack from that Tier 2 polar direwolf before death was really intense. These spineless losers who only know how to run their mouths are worthy of being called Saint-Tier lords. What a disgrace. Interesting. Damn, this is really interesting. Ranked first on the battle power board in a single day. And first on the territory leaderboard too. No way, that's just luck. Old buddy, looks like we finally found a real opponent. Not like that useless Lin Feng. This one's a monster in sheep's clothing. Doesn't matter what kind of trash troop it is. As long as it's strong, I respect it. Once the rookie phase ends, I'm definitely going to meet him personally. Everyone, don't sleep yet. Even that guy running a mixed troop managed to reach the ultimate village. If we lose, I'll turn you all into dragon soup. Lin Feng, that idiot. This time he really slapped his own face swollen. Reverse god-making. What a spectacular show. But this leaderboard leader is really well hidden. If a high-tier troop was chasing the leaderboard, I get it. But he's using trash troops. So what does that mean? It means he has extremely terrifying resource plundering ability, or some talent that breaks the rules. If you rush in now, you'll just look like a bootlicking nobody. Send the orders out. No one's allowed to rest tonight. Clear out every resource point within a 10-mile radius. No matter if you're god or devil, dude. Someday, I'll make you kneel obediently at my feet. And spill every one of your secrets. Ultimate Village, first place across the server. Take as much as you can. Fair price. Don't try any tricks. Could it be that the big boss with the trash troop territory? Oh no, oh no. Did I actually try to haggle with him just now? And I thought he was greedy. He was frantically buying up all the food supplies just now. Turns out it was for raiding the ultimate village. He's the only one in the whole server who can afford that. Saint-tier lords like Lin Feng were all crushed by him. If I upset him just now, could he wipe me out with just a finger? Destroy me? But he gave me so much. He's a cold-blooded capitalist, but also the only lifeline I have to survive. Jiang Yanling, snap out of it. This is an opportunity. As long as I cling to him, I can survive in this man-eating world. But what if he's just trying to fatten me up like a pig before slaughtering me? Brick structure comes with lighting. Finally starting to look like a place humans would live in. Territory expansion trapped wild monsters inside. Since they're here, they won't be leaving. Perfect chance to test the new territory's defense mechanism. Originally hunters in the woods. Now they're turtles in a jar. This is called map suppression. Feeding. When their numbers exceed 10,000, it's like a natural disaster. This is what happens when quantity becomes quality. They ate everything so clean. Didn't even leave any fur or materials? Forget it, not like I rely on this trash for profit anyway. Blacksmith forging gear. Putting armor on ants. Using toothpicks as spears. This style is way too bizarre. My breed relies on teeth and numbers. No need for this useless stuff. Combine low-tier materials into high-tier ones. Sounds good. But wherever my ant swarm passes, not a blade of grass survives. Where would I get any leftover scraps to synthesize? These two buildings are worthless to me right now. Resources must be spent where they count. Production speed increases by 50%. With a chance to produce special trooper, army ants. Army ants have high mobility and are extremely capable of long-distance raids and carrying loads. With them, I can solve the bottleneck of resource transport. Now, that's a strategic level troop. I've got plenty of wood. But for stone, looks like I need to chat with that little rich lady again. Unlocking army ants concerns my dominance in the night. Tonight, I must complete this last piece of the map. 2 minutes of silence. Either counting inventory or guessing my intentions. Don't be nervous. The last deal was pleasant. I just want to make another purchase. Big boss, you just cleaned out my entire stock. That's what 50 dwarves mined all day. Good efficiency. That's why I'm offering you a buyback. Take as much as you can. Same price as before. Or 10% negotiation is fine. I just swapped 10 materials, and it's still such a large amount. Now the whole world chat is discussing that defense upgrade just now, and the ultimate village announcement. The big boss's trash troop territory that's ranked first. That's you, right? Quick reaction. The dwarves may look simple, but anyone who can be a lord isn't stupid after all. Admit or deny. In this world full of lies, truth is often the most powerful weapon.
It's me.
I knew it. Only the leaderboard boss could afford to throw wood at people like that. Don't worry, big boss. My lips are sealed. I absolutely won't say anything. Please don't silence me. I just want to mine and make money. A smart one. Knows loyalty is more important than haggling right now. Since you know, it's easier to handle. I want ingredients. Lots of them. If you need wood or meat, I can supply both. It's a win-win. If we run out, even if you break their whips, they'll still have to sleep before they can recover. Tomorrow morning, I'll prioritize your supply. Just to meet that 1,000 unit. My dwarves skipped dinner to mine. Now the mines are about to collapse. Really, not even a drop left. Oh God, I'm actually doing business with that freak. Server-wide number 1. That monster who eats hundreds of wild beasts like snacks.
Lord,
This meat soup is delicious. If we could drink this every day, we'd give you our lives. Doesn't matter if he's God or devil. As long as we get meat, we're happy. Boss, cling tight to that leg. And we won't starve to death in this hellhole. Everyone, eat your fill and get some rest. Tomorrow morning, everyone starts working. That's our big patron. We can't let him think we're useless. One unit of stone, exchanged for 4 units of wood. These people aren't doing business. They're robbing. Supply and demand imbalance. Plus some are hoarding on purpose, cornering the market. Now stone is more expensive than gold. Trying to fleece me. You're not ready yet. Since normal currency is devalued, he'll just use a form of hard currency you can't refuse.
goods.
In times of chaos, only power is the real truth. Those wanting to get stronger will go crazy for this stone. One to 5. 1 for 5 units. Profiting from the disaster, you still gotta play by the basic rules. You guys are straight up robbing. But in the face of absolute capital, any premium is a reasonable price of entry. What I want is time, not wood. The clearing is complete. Now the market resets to 0. Chaotic noise. In this world, only resources that can be converted into combat power have value. Max out all upgrades. $1,500 per minute. That's 900,000 in 10 hours. Add the existing stockpile. By sunrise tomorrow, I'll have an army of 1 million. This is that 1% chance. Carrying capacity is 10 times higher than the worker ants. Faster speed, stronger attack. If it's a normal lord, this slim chance is just gambling. But for me, this is guaranteed mass production. Go. Now that we have stronger horned ants, let's clear out this whole forest. Wood, stone, prey. I want it all. Some people are killing each other over a few stones. Some are selling their dignity for a bite of food. But I have already broken free from this vicious cycle. When the quantity breaks the tipping point, quality becomes a joke. After tonight, there will only be one voice in this region. And that's Zhu Sheng. My wall just needs 10 more units of stone to be finished. Who has stone? I'll trade 10 times the amount in wood. I'm not satisfied. If the trading hall still had any stone, those wild wolves wouldn't have gotten in at all. System announcement: Lord Jiaoxi's core has been destroyed. Lost Lord qualification. The wails of the weak are simply the background music for the strong to level up. In this world, monopoly is just slaughter. Just scored another batch of wood. As a business partner, this time I'll return the favor too, trading you some for yours. But all I have is stone to trade. Didn't you say you didn't need stone? I'm not picky. Food is fine too. Come on, you're not really trying to help me. You're desperate for food resources. This straightforward girl. Quick on the uptake. That's right. Got any more in stock? The more the better for me. Bro, those 1,000 units earlier was all I've got. I was saving them to upgrade my territory. Now it's all in your pocket. And right now, only the weakest troop type is left server-wide. Territory reached level 1. Except for you. No one can swallow my entire stock in an instant. You threatening me? No, just confirming. Don't worry, I can keep a secret. Won't blab a word. Smart people survive longer. Since there's nothing left, let's talk tomorrow. Tomorrow? Number. I can't wait that long. Even these 10 hours mean life or death. 1 barrack, 1 minute. 1,500. That's 900,000 in 10 hours. To really pull ahead in the beginner stage, I need double barracks running. Taking advantage of the situation. A 1-to-5 ratio? That's bold pricing. In other people's eyes, that's sky high. But in my eyes, with unlimited labor, wood is just a renewable number. Since you want to bleed me dry, I'll stuff you till you burst. As long as there's stone on the market, I'm making sure it belongs to Mo. Build the second ant cloud barrack and the fountain of life. Fountain of life construction complete. Now this is what the shaved ice strategy should look like. Charity. Number. This is monopoly. After tonight, you won't even qualify to catch up with me. 1-to-4. That's ruthless. But in the absolute scale of resources, markup is just a joke. Ding. Purchase confirmed. Deducting. 500 stalls. 4,000 units. Bought up all the food resources. Labor force of 500,000 ants. In exchange for the stone in your hands, I'm making a killing on this deal. Construction.
Barracks.
No, to construction complete. Fountain of life. No, to complete. Members haven't all upgraded yet. Used up 2,000 units of wood. Used up 2,000 units of stone. Ant nutrition cream upgraded to level 1. Production speed increased to 1,500 per minute. Army ants finally arrived. Shells as hard as iron plates. Carrying capacity 3 times higher than worker ants. With you all, it'll only take 1 night, 10 hours to clear this forest. 1.8 million army. When the sun rises tomorrow, I'll call the shots in this zone. Are these paupers so poor they can't even afford meat? Since nobody wants to trade, I'll just reluctantly buy some high-priced stone. Saint tier troop upgrades can't stop now.
Empty.
How is that possible? All empty. There were over 500 stalls just now. Ugh. Who was it who blocked the whole path? No ordinary lord could pull off a move like this. What kind of monster is hiding in this forest anyway? How is that possible? I can't even trade for a single stone. I'm listed as advanced tier. Lean meat is still meat. How many stones has that anonymous jerk been hoarding? Does he want to keep everyone stuck at the beginner stage? Tier suppression. As long as I can level up to tier 2, no matter who you are, I'll make you cough up all the resources you swallowed. With interest. This damn fog even blocks your vision. Who would dare go out tonight? Everyone's going to be trapped here. Line of sight is blocked. But that means nothing to the ant tribe. Air test shows no toxins. Wild monsters are sparsely distributed. Those idiots are still worried the fog is poisonous. Hiding inside, shivering in fear. Little do they know it's the perfect hunting ground. All units, listen up. If you can't see with your eyes, then use your sense of smell. In this world, only the weak are confined by the environment. The strong use it as cover. Go, empty the forest.
Tonight.
I'm turning this fog into my personal vault. This is a tier 1 army ant. This sense of oppression is nothing like an ordinary worker ant. Crush it. That biting force is terrifying. It's not just a carrier, it's also a shredder. Load capacity, 0.3 units. 1 army ant is worth 30 regular worker ants. A normal worker ant can move 1 unit of wood, but it would take 5 trips. Meanwhile, army ants can drag a whole log in a single trip. At this pace, before sunrise, my resources will reach astronomical numbers. That's an elite boss nest. If it were yesterday, I might have avoided it. But today, my army ants could use a grindstone. All troops change formation. Target straight ahead. Death probe. Army ants are high-tier units. In theory, their base stats should be even higher. But according to the stats panel, it's like some invisible hand is holding it down. So that's it. The barracks are just factories. Their production limit depends on the grade of the raw materials. Because my base unit is undead ants, the growth cap is tier 3. So even high-tier army ants are locked at this level. Is this the so-called rule shackle? Ordinary lords can only accept their fate. But I have infinite devour. As long as I evolve the base units again, I can smash through this damned ceiling myself. All remaining army ants, gather immediately. In this world, loyalty is the only currency. Before you evolve, I want your absolute obedience. Engrave my aura and brand. Good, now drain it dry. My gamble paid off. Foundation determines the superstructure. Devoured the fountain of life. Army ants instantly broke through the tier 3 limit and reached tier 4, undying, with tank-like defense and shredder jaws. Now you are real war machines. The system wants to restrict me. Hey, then I'll devour the system till nothing's left. What's going on? We're under attack. As current units evolve, barracks are upgrading along with them. Production template. Tier 0 strength. But now the potential cap is tier 4. Even cannon fodder fresh off the line, with some training, can grow into tier 4 beasts. That's the snowball effect. Damn, too much energy. Is this the price of greed? Only a 1,000 point energy cap. Breakthrough. Upgrade soul orb level immediately. The energy that almost burst me. Now it's just fuel to fill my core. Since I can't die. Next, it's time for my legion to evolve. Undying army ants.
This.
Is this the final form after devouring the fountain of life? Final growth potential tier 4. My previous speculation was correct. With undead ants as the base, the lower limit rose. Plus the advanced army ant template. They broke through the tier 3 ceiling. And surpassed the level limit. Even Awakens self-defense skills. Now this is a true perpetual motion machine. Even against high-tier monsters. As long as you're not killed instantly, you'll grind your enemies down to bones. Load capacity, 0.5 units. That's 5 times what it was at Tier 1. 2 Tier 2 ants can carry back a unit of wood. Firmly resupply and reinforce. Tomorrow I'll command 3 million troops. 300,000 units. With just 1 day, I can empty out half the resources. Like half a premium wood zone. In this resource-scarce world, this is absolute monopoly power. Warning: fountain of life energy density too low. For further evolution, a high-tier devouring source is needed. Their appetites have grown? That's the look a predator gets when they spot a challenge. A Tier 1 fountain of life. can no longer satisfy their ambition. If the gentle spring isn't enough, then go find something stronger, something deadlier to fill them up. The system wants to lock my cap. Dream on. If you can digest the fountain of life, then this energy-filled fog is also your food. All troops devour on command. Works like a charm, though the energy isn't as dense as the spring, but it's an infinitely regenerating natural shield. Once this fog is eaten up, it'll be my one-way transparent battlefield. I can see my foes, but they're totally blind. Not only can you eat, you can also resist energy backlash with your regeneration skill. Now you're true war machines. Defensive fortifications are just the first step. Real plundering begins now. Dragon territory has fallen to 4th. That idiot Lin Feng actually dropped to 8th. Night falls. All races bow down. Yet these two are madly climbing the ranks now. Looks like they've awakened some kind of undead or dark special unit. Night is a dead end for others, but it's a buffet for them. I have all the wood I want, but stone is my only bottleneck. It's holding back my barracks expansion. Only by upgrading to a high-tier village can I have 4 barracks max. Then it'll be true mass production. I can't wait for tomorrow, since they dare to risk it all at night. And I have a 1,000,000-strong undead army. Why should I fear the night at all? Connection is the shared vow. This texture is neither wood nor soil. Ah, found a resource site. Just 10 kilometers away, deep in the fog. Something's guarding it. The aura of 2 high-tier wild creatures, not bad, since we've run into them. Let's see whose bite is stronger. All troops, listen up. Build an outpost immediately. Surround that area. Now that we've found it, then let's check the goods. The hardness is off the charts. Even the bite force of a Tier 2 archer ant can't do anything to it. This isn't just any stone. It's natural fortress material. If I use it to upgrade the city walls, the defense will at least double. If your bite isn't strong enough, then swap in a set with a better bite. Worker ants are responsible for mining and transporting. Let those marauding army ants handle this rough work. The creature guarding the mine hasn't slept yet. This pressure is at least Tier 4, maybe even Tier 5. Squatting and doing nothing. Tomorrow morning, I'll bring my army to teach you what forced demolition really means. This is the resource gap. You guys are fighting to the death for a few scraps of rotten meat, while I'm stacking my stats with top-tier ingredients. Congratulations, Lord level upgraded to Tier 2. Tier 2 achieved, even without stone to upgrade the barracks. Just my Lord attributes alone can crush those losers. As for that so-called trash troop territory, sneaking into the top 10 with such a low-level numbers trick, it's a joke in the rankings. Let me see how I reclaim my spot in the top 5. Cemetery Calamity. How could he be moving up so fast? That's impossible. He's tier 2 as well. How can an AMP player level up in sync with me? I also hit tier 2. But my rank actually dropped by 2. Even that anonymous rat hiding in the gutter is stepping on my head. You think you're worthy? You? Worthy? Seriously? Ahead of me for now, but wait until dawn. Once I find the right ingredients, I'm going to crush your ants one by one. Except for the one in shackles. There's another presence. There are two, and they're not the same kind. One is originally the Mind Guardian monster. The other is an intruder. Two tigers can't share one mountain. This is much easier than me attacking by force. They've started fighting already so fast. Not good, the battlefield is expanding. That direction is straight at the gap in my defenses. This isn't primitive. This is a tsunami. If my line is breached, my territory will be the next target. Finally back. Could it be 130,000 units? Upgrading to an advanced village only takes 10,000. That's even enough for me to build 2 more outposts. Well done, my soldiers. Since you've returned fully loaded, it's time to enjoy the spoils. All troops, listen up. Destination, Fountain of Life. Drink freely and to your heart's content. It's not just about recovering stamina. Everyone is about to evolve. This growth is even faster than killing monsters. This is the aesthetic of overwhelming numbers. Consuming less than a quarter of 2 fountains. And I've gained over 3,000 energy points. This surge is enough to make those so-called elite lords feel envious. Now that my hardware is up to par, let me see where I actually rank in this world. Year 4. Even that indisputably powerful dragon territory has been squeezed out by me. If Icebound is around this year, he probably couldn't even swallow that prime cut anymore. Rankings are just numbers. The real difference is the quality of the ice species. A tier 5 ancient dragon. So this is what it means to have an SSS class talent. No matter how many I have, I can't fight a tier 5 flying unit at all. A numbers advantage means nothing in the face of that kind of power gap. It's just a joke. I have to create troops that can attack in the air, or high-tier ranged attackers, as soon as possible. No matter which monster wins, that stone mine is mine. Only after I achieve live upgrades and barracks and unlock higher engines will I be qualified to face this ancient dragon at the same table. Undead calamity, right? Just wait for my aunt army. Very soon, they'll evolve something you'll regret facing. All units, listen up. Release the fog. Activate Lord System Recon Mode. This density even blocks the Lord System's detection. This is more than just a visual barrier. Inside the fog, the enemy is blind. But my ant swarm communicates through antennae and air currents. They can still hunt precisely. This is no support unit. This is basically a one-way transparency battlefield cheat. Change formation fogwing in the center. Don't die. March in with a double-wing pincer attack. Tar 1 fodder patrols the perimeter. Today's objective is live combat. But leave no living thing standing in the way. Full army, advance. Crush them. Godview mode is way too slow. Rear ranks, keep up. Don't waste a single bit of biogas. This is the brutality of numbers. In the face of overwhelming stats, an individual's bravery is meaningless. Tier 2 creatures have thick hides. Attack the eyes and excretory openings. They'd rather dive into acid pools than face the ant swarm. Wait, something's off. It's seeking shelter. This stench is worse than rotten corpses. The acid is extremely corrosive. A frontal assault would leave nothing of my ant swarm. Fog ants, step forward. 2 heavy units, spread out. Create visual interference. Encircle the entire swamp. Leave one opening. Give the prey what looks like a safe escape route. Turns out is a shortcut to hell. Good, that's what we call a golden corridor. Make some noise. I want that scent of blood to reach the bottom of the swamp. Greed is the primal sin of monsters. True fresh blood, for those things hiding in the sludge, is a fatal temptation. Pile the bodies at the end of the corridor. That's the perfect bait station. Bait is set. Now let's see if the fish are hungry. Hold steady. Anyone who moves, I'll kill first. Finally willing to show yourself? That's some sharp awareness. If it moves just 4 more inches, it'll step into the ambush dead zone. Give in to greed, give in to rage, then step into my hell. It's in the trap, close the door. Army ants, crush them. Second wave, spread out. Fogwing, spit interference. Left camp, Group 7. Sever the core. Don't let it explode. On my board, there are no draws. Only complete victories. Eat. This is your feast of evolution. Long-range acid suppression. Close combat saw blades rip. Now that's the perfect killing machine. Something's wrong. Inyuan is a kilometer underground. Fall back. Fourth sis, no. That's a mutant lord creature. All units scatter. Undead Elysian, hold the line. Big guy, your opponent isn't me. As expected, everyone's eyeing the lumber shortage. Prices are skyrocketing. But stone has actually dropped. Seems more wild lords have stone mining abilities now. I had planned to buy some, but since there's a mine in my own backyard, well, no need to get ripped off. All idle worker ants bring gathering gear. Target due east. Move out at full speed. A 2 million strong army is passing through. Let's see who dares stand in the way. This is what a swarm apocalypse looks like. Sonic attacks are just for intimidation. It's guarding its food. All units, listen up. Ignore casualties. Devour the corpses at full speed. Here we go. The system's judgment kicked in. Now it's our turn to attack. Resistance up 60%. Inherit the undead self-healing trait. New organ, acid venom sac. Range, 5 meters. At first, I planned to win by numbers. Now it looks like we can quarantine the city at 0 losses. Some debts need to be paid back double. First wave, volley fire. It can sense my surveillance. This leader is pretty smart. If it can't win, it eats. Teammate sacrifices. This monster's settings have crossed the line. You want to use human wave tactics. You think you're worthy? The 4th and 5th corps cut off their retreat. The 6th through 10th corps flank from both sides. Since you're here now, don't think you can go back. Elite troops, commence the decapitation strike. Although resistance is working, the casualties are still heavy. But that's enough. Interrupt its attack go for the eyeball. Battle's over. Wiped out the acid slime mob. Gained a huge amount of energy points. I'm just one step away from becoming a Tier 3 Lord now. Public Service Legion has entered. Take every single grain of valuable sand here. Haul it all back for me. This is a Lord Challenge token. It's coming for me. Just finished eating and already have a delivery showing up. This world sure is considerate. Don't waste the eyeballs and cores, they're the most replenishing. Prioritize devouring them. Just one boss gave me 12,000. Plus those 100,000 little minions. Ling Feng, since you want to play the hunting game, then I'll just level up first. Give you a surprise? System is upgrading my Lord rank. Congrats, you've advanced to Tier 3 Lord. Not done yet, keep pushing to Tier 4. This is the power of Tier 4. Feels like I could punch through a bull. My perception has increased at least tenfold. Lin Feng just broke into Tier 3, and I'm already at Tier 4. Level suppression. Now I'm the higher ranked presence. Something's off over there. Why does the terrain feel even heavier than a swamp? Stop, don't move. Those are slowly wriggling, semi-transparent, barbed veins. Those aren't plants. They're predators disguised as plants, patrolling carnivorous electroseas. No wonder all the wild animals have disappeared around here. This is trouble. It's the only passage to the stone mine. If you want to eat my ice, even for a plant, you'd better have strong enough teeth. Good job, my legion. Even though the cost was heavy, now I've got a fresh, undefeated undead legion. Worth it. The acid slime monsters were just an appetizer. For us to level up, we need something tougher. Our next base target is directly north. Resource-rich feeding ground. No matter what's there, take it all. Full army, move out. Make sure we bring back enough food to level up before dark. Once I detoured just seeing a pheasant. Now I'm the disaster in this forest. That's what happens when quantity turns into quality. In the face of overwhelming numbers, DJ's technique is a joke. Full army, slow down. Vanguard, report status. It's way too quiet here. Not even a single fly. My lord, the trail markers here are messed up. The scent marks left by the ant tribe last 3 days. So why are they messed up? The markers shifted. Everyone, fall back. It's a trap. Retreat now. But they've been waiting for the main force to enter. Head straight into the trap. The silk won't break, it's too tough. Damn it, it's not just hunting.
It's a massacre.
I got careless. Thought I was being clever. Got bold and underestimated the natives of this world. Ate my soldiers. Now you'll spit them out. And pay for it with your life. Full army, listen up. Target the canyon straight ahead. That's where your comrades were buried. Just now. 20,000 brothers were digested as fertilizer. I don't accept surrender. No prisoners needed. As long as it's green. Whether it's flowers or leaves, or roots buried underground. Eat every last one. You want to make me pray. Let's see who's the real predator. Leave no one alive. Don't stop the roots, leaves. Even the marrow inside these bones. I want it all. 420,000 energy points. This battle was totally worth it. I see now. Devoured the predator's specialty and turned it into a control skill. Army ants will tear them apart. Acid ants will corrode them. Now, with you all, the prey doesn't even get a chance to run. Rest time's over. Next target, the rocky hill ahead. Advance at full speed. Something's not right. What's been discovered? Granite is extremely hard. Normal beasts could never mine on such a scale. Looks like these are the so-called resource guardians. All units, attention. This isn't a mining operation. It's a siege battle. Whatever is hiding in that mountain, there's probably as many as us. Fall back from the rock face. Since they're all home, I won't have to look for them one by one. "10 minutes, 30 units. At this rate, gathering 10,000 stone sickles to upgrade the village. Might take till next month. Army ants' crocodile pincers are meant to tear flesh. Dealing with granite this hard in the apocalypse is pushing it too far. If the natives here can dig tunnels in the stone, where did all the waste rock go? Everyone stop gnawing on this hard bone. We're not biting it anymore. All legions, listen up. Split up into small units. The targets are those abandoned stone caves.
Any discarded granite rock.
Bring it all back to me. In this world, it's not just about brute force. You have to learn to feast on leftovers too. Found it. Third and fourth cores. Get a transport line set up now. Move fast. That's the kind of smile I want to see. Wait a minute. Something's off. Spread out. Everyone fall back. Finally, they're willing to show themselves. Since you ate my stones, pay me back with your lives.
As expected, it's a tough nut to crack. Their entire bodies are made of stone. Any first or second tier undead ant that charges and is just sending itself to die. They can't even break through its defense. It also restricts the elite troops' attack space. All first and second tier undead ants disperse to the sides immediately. Don't block the way. The speed is decent. Too bad it's not very smart. Slime ants block its movements. Acid ants target and remove the scales on its abdomen. The defense is broken. Marching Ant Legion, eat it clean. This is the power of icy venom. In this world, being strong alone is meaningless. This is not good high-frequency resonance. All units spread out. Trying to go down together. Keep dreaming. Marching ants, stop biting. Hold its jaws with all your strength. Don't let it close its mouth. Wah wah. Now's the time. It can't kill anymore. Finally, it's out. Miners equipped with sonic weapons. Good, now that you're here. This stone mountain is my personal treasure vault. All units target the rock wall ahead. Sonic resonance, commence operation. The previous mining speed was like digging a well with a spoon. Now it's basically using an excavator to shovel out money. Upgrade with 10,000 units of stone. The last weak spot in the ultimate village is finally fixed. In this world, resources are life. With this batch of rocks, my territory will become an unbreakable fortress. This mist is way too strange. Doesn't seem like natural weather. World announcement. Player Linbing has triggered a hidden class. Linbing, Dragon Blood Warrior. Looks like I'm not the only one with hacks. Tier for Dragon Blood Warrior. Single combat power absolutely crushes any of my individual units. But I have 1,000,000 ants. A swarm. It's not certain whose victory it will be. Everyone advance at full speed. Even if you have to crawl, make sure to hold back these rocks before nightfall. Someone's at the entrance to my territory. And they're strong. What's the point of being big? From my perspective, all I see are weaknesses. Coordinate for Nayani has been corrected. Predict the landing and block. Lock its limbs. It's not over yet. Acid ants attack the soft spot on the abdomen. Maximum power output. A false break. Marching ants, dig into the buffet now. HMPH. Trying to use your ultimate move? Too late. Forget the meat. All troops, move upward. Chew apart its sound-producing hole. This is the price of being suppressed by higher ranks. Quantity is also a kind of quality. Our casualties ratio is still too high. Even if they're not dead, they're out of commission. Over 30,000. Adjust the formation. All acid ants withdraw to the back row. Bus ants have formed a ring-shaped shield wall. The mages must be protected at all costs. That deserter. Attacked. The small ones are here, and the number of big ones. We've stirred up a hornet's nest. All troops, scatter. Quick at digging underground. Still haven't finished hauling all those rocks from the mountain. Where do you think you can run? Decent force. Faster than us by a lot. Bus ants, start carrying the load. Don't stop, keep calling the marching ants. Give them some higher intensity. This is the new form after devoured evolution. Devour 200 marching ants just to produce one carrion ant. That's an incredibly low probability. It's not a numbers game. Eating more isn't as good as eating quality. In the future, when hunting high-tier wild creatures, the core flesh will only go to third-tier units about to break through. The leftovers go to the base species. This is the elite soldier strategy. As long as one batch breaks through its limit, the gene lock for the entire ice ocean will open. Finally, I've saved up enough capital to cross the class divide. The mist is even thicker than the past few days. Judging by the current resource growth rate, if I don't upgrade, resources will overflow in 3 days. But if I do upgrade... Ha ha ha. Sounds of hooves and clashing metal. In this new player forest, how is there a full cavalry formation? It's an enemy raid. Everyone stop working. All bus ants and stone ants line up to face the enemy. Visuals are blocked. But that provides exactly the cover we needed. All tier for stone lions are ready for orders. Release pheromones. Strengthen scent navigation. This level of visual trickery only traps those pitiful creatures who rely on their eyes. Accelerate the advance. 30,000 units of granite. Not a single piece can be left behind. There's misery everywhere. Species advantage. In this world, the only advantage is resources. When you cry over losing a few rare species, sobbing and wailing, I've already completed my primal accumulation. Once these stones are stored and the territory upgrades, the gap between us won't just be a chasm. It'll be a whole new dimension. Something's off. The smell in the air has changed. All troops halt. Defensive formation. Light attribute magic. This remote newbie zone. How they're made troops here. This kind of setup is Ling Feng's elite stones. Stone ants form a wall. Undead ants remove the stone troughs. Forget the supplies. Charge for Lord Lin Feng's glory. Excellent. Since you came to us, don't even think about making it out alive.